You're seeing what Armstrong is made of.
He's got a lot of guts even to wrestle on TV, being in the position he's in. But Bob Armstrong waves the referee off and now turns the tables on the Eliminator into the turnbuckle. There's that judo chop to the chest, part of his trademark. A big right hand right on the bridge of the nose of the Eliminator. Another judo chop. You could hear all the way across the TV studio. A big knee. Armstrong's got the Eliminator on the run, Charlie.
Hard right by Armstrong. Eliminator takes Armstrong into the ropes. Armstrong under his man again. Bob Armstrong flying.
Line body press. 3, that's it. And a spectacular TV win for Bob Armstrong today on Southeastern Championship Wrestling.
The Continental Heavyweight Champion, victorious over the Eliminator Bullet. Bob Armstrong, your winner of our first match. One of many great matches coming today. You stay with us.
I keep it on WATV. It's my favorite radio station. Put that in your book.
If you tried and tried again to get alone, at first you can succeed.
Need cash for bill consolidation, home repair, bankruptcy, foreclosure, have credit problems? Stop getting rejected. Call this First American office now and get a loan. No matter what your financial problem is, we've got the cash you need. So call us now. You've got everything to gain.
At first you can succeed.
First American Mortgage Company, 945-1404.
The ultimate adventure. United Sports of America present the Grand National Motor Spectacular. Last night, fantastic. Last chance tonight at the Civic Center. We're going to turn the floor of the Civic Center into a giant mud pit. For the Hot Rod Mud Racing National Championship. Modified and super modified four-wheel drive trucks digging their way out of a 4-foot mud bog. Plus the Hot Rod Truck Tug of War. The best show truck and show girl competition. Mud Bog Dash for cash. And 2 monster car crushers, Hog Machine and the baddest Chevy Barefoot. The roof of the Civic Center is coming off.
Rent 19 inches of home color entertainment for just $10.50 a week from Mazer TV Sales. When you rent one of these beautiful motel sets from Mazer, you'll never have to worry about maintenance cost. There's no cash outlay or credit checks at Mazer either. And once you put down a small security deposit and just a low $10.50 per week, you can begin renting today with option to buy. That's Mazer TV Sales, 2616 7th Avenue South. Call 252-1621 today.
It's a special Wednesday night. Yes, Wednesday night wrestling extravaganza at Birmingham's Beltwell Auditorium. Wednesday night, November the 28th, 8 p.m. Special challenge match. The Tennessee stud Ron Fuller puts on the tights to take on Jason Walker. U.S. Junior title, the Rat Patrol and Bill Ash. Alabama title, no DQ. Porkchop Cash meets the Lord Humongous, managed by the Tennessee stud. Southeastern tag titles, Tornado Rules. Pat and Randy Rose take on the Rat Patrol. Continental title return, Bob Armstrong and Ron Starr. It's 10 rounds of boxing as Austin Idol meets Jimmy Golden, seconded by the Tennessee stud. Then in the main event, Loser Lee versus the Masked. Mr. Olympia battles Arn Anderson. Wednesday night, November the 28th, 8 p.m. at Boutwell Auditorium. All Birmingham's buzzing about Wednesday night at Boutwell Auditorium. Now, you can make your phone reservations for tickets starting Monday morning, Monday through Wednesday at Boutwell. Plus, tickets go on sale 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. They'll be on sale all the way through match time. Make your plans to be there at Boutwell Wednesday night. Oh, what a night of wrestling it's going to be. The United States Junior title is on the line. Bill Ash defends against the Rat Patrol. Plus, return for the Continental title. Ron Starr collides with Bob Armstrong, who's standing by right now in Studio B.
You know, Wednesday night is all right for fighting, and it's going to be the Battle of Boutwell. They got Loser Lee versus Mass. They got tornado matches. They got boxing matches. They got any kind of match you can think about, but the one that the Bullet's thinking about is a Continental title match. Starr, you came in there last time, brother, and you nearly fooled me. You almost got this belt. You came as close as anybody, but it was surprise time. And where I come from, we surprise one another. So Wednesday night in Beeham Town, be ready. The Bullet will be ready. And, boys, I want to wish the Rat Patrol a lot of luck in your matches, and I believe you're going to need it.
You're right, Dad. You know, Mr. Ash, where I come from, when we fight toe-to-toe. We don't go take the easy way out and just run off to the side and leave somebody standing in the ring. Well, mister, be ready to go toe-to-toe. That's Wednesday night, Birmingham, Alabama. Tell them about them Rose Boys, guys.
Rose Boys, we owe you something. We owe you a good Alabama butt whooping. It's about time you paid the piper, and that's what's going to happen in Birmingham. Bank on it.
Wednesday night, Boutwell Auditorium. Be sure to make your reservations early. Continental title return match for Ron Starr.
That's right. You know,
For the first time, I heard Mr. Armstrong get up here and tell the truth. He said Rotten Ron Starr almost took the title, that Ron Starr came as close as anyone. Well, I got a little surprise for you. You're talking about surprise this and surprise that. I'm going to give you one more surprise, Mr. Armstrong. I'm going to surprise you when I walk out of the ring with a belt around my waist.
Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at Boutwell Auditorium. Junior title on the line for Bill Ash.
I've got one thing to say about this to you, Scott Armstrong. Son, I've already whipped you and pinned your shoulders right in the center of that ring. I don't have to whip you no more. You've got to beat me to take this belt away from me, to take this title away. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't believe you can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match one fall. A 10-minute time limit. Your ring officials remain the same. Now in the ring at 220 pounds, Montgomery, Alabama's Al Scott. His opponent now making his way from the dressing room at 235 pounds. Montgomery, Alabama, gorgeous Jimmy Golden, the Southeastern heavyweight champion, accompanied at ringside by his manager, the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller.
All right, here we go. The new Southeastern heavyweight champion, Jimmy Golden. And he's accompanied at ringside by his new manager, the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller. Certainly no stranger to Southeastern Championship Wrestling.
Well, look at this takedown from Jimmy Golden now. A waist-lock takedown. He posts the far and near arm, and he's all over Al Scott. There's some kind of a little swagger from gorgeous Jimmy Golden, as he prefers to be called from now on.
I can't help but notice the attire of Mr. Fuller.
Well, he's resplendent, shall we say, the cowboy hat and the tuxedo.
Well, and at frame 6'9", it surely took a lot of material to come up with those tails for the tux. I guarantee you that.
Well, of course, he's been very successful throughout his career, and now his first weekend as a manager, front chancery, a flying roll on Al Scott, and you can hear probably from your vantage point, Fuller has done nothing but complain about the way the referee's handling this match.
Snapmare takedown by Golden, followed up from a knee lift administered to Scott moments ago. Wrenching away at Scott, and certainly that, the neck taking a lot of punishment there.
Jimmy Golden has continued to be one of the most dangerous wrestlers here in the Southeast. And I'll tell you what, maybe I'm wrong, Charlie, but looking at him today in the ring and thinking back to just even 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm seeing a different Jimmy Golden. Duck under an inside suplex, a move you don't see too often, a cover or two, and he pulled him up.
Jimmy Golden did not allow the pin. Fuller again complaining about something. And referee Larry Brock tells Mr. Fuller where he needs to be standing.
Well, I don't know. Jimmy Golden has just got a little extra spark of confidence in him now that he knows that the Tennessee stud is in his corner. The thing that mystifies me is how Ron Fuller got a hold of the Lord Humongous. How did he even the guy can't talk. How did he even communicate with him?
I really, that is a mystery in itself, and maybe Mr. Fuller will elaborate a little on that when personality profile.
Just like he's going to knock Austin Idol out. Watch this. He's going to put him down. The greatest boxer in the country today. The boy could be boxing champion as well as wrestling champion. Watch what he does to him here. Watch him do it. He can do it. I'm telling you, Jimmy Golden can do it.
Of course, what Mr. Fuller is talking about is the signed 10 rounds of boxing between Austin Idol and Jimmy Golden in the arenas. Now, Golden has refused to give him a return match for the Southeastern title. He says that Austin Idol's got to beat him in a boxing match to get another shot at the belt.
And it seems that Idol...
Golden now clamping in with the sleeper hold. Al Scott almost unconscious from the lefts and rights of Jimmy Golden. You can see from our vantage point, at least, the expression of agony on Al Scott's face. He's out.
It's over, and your winner of the match is the new Southeastern heavyweight champion. Of course, accompanied at ringside by his manager, one of the greats of pro wrestling himself.
Look at Golden just walking across Al Scott.
The Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller, very proud of his man, Jimmy Golden. A lot more great action still to come on Southeastern Television Wrestling. Watch this very important word.
There's a host of important matches this week in the arenas of Southeastern Wrestling. One, a special note, it's Loser Lee versus The Mask, Arn Anderson and Mr. Olympia. Should Mr. Olympia unmask and have to show his face, he'll have to leave the Southeastern area. We'll have more details on that match later this hour on Southeastern Wrestling. Right now, of course, gorgeous Jimmy Golden, the new Southeastern heavyweight champion, and his manager, the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller.
I've got a lot of things I'd like to reveal to you rednecks out there. If you can pay attention for just a minute, if you can tell that old lady to get out of the way and push that baby out of the way, because I got something important to say. Now, this man here has been here quite a while. Nobody knows where he came from. Nobody knew why he was here until today. This man has been creating a lot of pandemonium in the Southeast. I'm responsible for him being here. Since I left the Southeastern area, I sent this man in here to create that pandemonium. Right. He's done a good job of it, hasn't he, Jimmy? But now it's time for him to be champion, too. I've made one champion here. Look at that belt. Isn't that beautiful? He is the Southeastern heavyweight champion. This man will be your next Alabama heavyweight champion. Do you hear that, Porkchop? This man is going to wear your belt, and I'm going to see to it, just like I have seen to Jimmy Golden being a Southeastern heavyweight champion. Now, you wonder why Jimmy's got the gloves on? Yes. You wonder why, first of all, let's go back to why his name is Golden. Because he was 5 times, count them if you can, rednecks, 5 times Golden Gloves champion in this country. His name used to be Silver until he won so many Golden Gloves that he changed his name to Jimmy Golden. And I don't blame you. And Austin Idol, we left you in the ring last week, put you to sleep. Well, we're going to put you to sleep this week a different way. Right, Jimmy? That's exactly right.
And if we can't get the job done, you know not to turn your back, right? And so do you, Armstrong, and so do you, Olympia, so do you, Porkchop Cash, so do the Rats, so do everybody in this area. You better watch out. We're making things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is one fall, a 15-minute time limit. Now in the ring at 230 pounds, Meridian, Mississippi's Bob Hall.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? I heard something through the grapevine. So why the Lord Humongous is here. I just found out that Tennessee Stud brought him in. And they brought him in to try to hurt me. But let me tell you one thing. Tennessee Stud, he gonna take more than Humongous to take away the Alabama champion from me. Because I am the people's champion. And Tennessee Stud, you listen at this. And you listen at this once and for all. Tennessee Stud, and you interfere. And I will try to knock your head off, too. Just like I knocked the Lord Humongous. I knock him down. And Tennessee Stud, I will knock you down. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now.
My baby, he don't talk sweet.
After the Alabama State heavyweight champion, but Porkchop Cash explodes on Hall. Taking Hall up into those ring ropes he goes. High back body drop by the Alabama State heavyweight champion, who had some very strong words for Ron Fuller.
Hey, Porkchop Cash, I've never seen him act like this before. The chopper is just beside himself with anger on the second rope. Oh! A diving knee onto the upper chest of Bob Hall, and now Porkchop Cash setting him up, flying headbutt. A cover lateral press, 2, 3. A record time win for the Alabama State heavyweight champion, Porkchop Cash, Charlie.
All right, Porkchop Cash, your winner, and as we told you, a very important personality profile upcoming. We're going to have the Tennessee Stud out for that profile, and that'll be...
Working a spread takes good equipment. You need a good quarter horse.
and you need a good work truck like this Dodge for only $64.88. You know they want $5,900 for one of these little toy trucks? But if that's a work truck, I reckon this a quarter horse.
Tried and tried again to get alone. At first you can succeed.
Need cash for bill consolidation, home repair, bankruptcy, foreclosure, have credit problems? Stop getting rejected. Call this First American office now and get a loan. No matter what your financial problem is, we've got the cash you need. Call us now. You've got everything to gain.
At first you can succeed.
First American Mortgage Company, 945-1404.
Hi, I'm Trey Rollins. I'm here at Quick TV and Appliance Rentals to pass along these great savings to you. So why don't you get on the ball and come to Quick TV and Appliance Rentals and see their great selections.
TVs, remote serial components, freezers, washers, dryers, microwaves, video cassette recorders,
refrigerators and more. Quick TV and Appliance Rental, 1506 2nd Avenue North in Birmingham. Call 328-8736.
I always score big with Quick TV.
The countdown is on. It's the 36-hour pre-holiday marathon now at the Car Stereo Shop. All day Friday, all night Friday night, all the way to 6 p.m. Saturday. Both Car Stereo Shop locations will work round the clock to save you money on the best names in car stereo. Save 50% and more on the system you want. Don't wait. Come right now to either location of the Car Stereo Shop because the countdown is on during the 36-hour pre-holiday marathon.
Car Stereo Shop.
90 days, same as cash.
Welcome to our personality profile segment of Southeastern Championship Wrestling. And coming out to join us for today's profile, a man who made a very unexpected appearance last week on this program.
Hey, you don't need to do any more talking. I'll take that thing from here. I believe I can handle everything from here, Charlie Platt. I can do a lot better job of talking than you and all these people around. First of all, y'all need to stand up for the new champion here and show some respect. Yeah, that's typical. I want to explain a few things. This man has created a sensation. Humongous here is my man. He has been my man all along. When I left the Southeast, I sent him in here to create pandemonium and to make people stand up and pay attention to him. Now I am going to make my man, Humongous, the Alabama heavyweight champion. You understand what I'm saying? I am going to see to it that this man beats Porkchop Cash for the Alabama championship just as surely as I saw to it that that man there beat Austin Idol for the Southeastern championship. Now, since we are to the point of talking about Austin Idol, I'll tell you a few things about Austin Idol. Since Jimmy Golden is now Southeastern champion, you got to be a fool, Austin Idol, to think you're going to get an instant return match. You're going to have to prove that you are a great boxer as well as a wrestler before you can get a championship match with my man Jimmy Golden, the Southeastern champion. You're going to have to beat him in a boxing match. And everybody knows after watching that display up there a minute ago, you ain't got a chance against Jimmy Golden with the gloves on, because Jimmy Golden was 5 times, count them, 5 times, Golden Gloves champion, right? His name used to be Silver before he won all them gold and the Golden Gloves. Now he is Jimmy Golden. He's the greatest boxer of all time. He's the greatest wrestler of all time. This is the greatest. I'm not sure what he is, but he will be Alabama champion. And if you have any questions, I'll let you ask him at this time.
I'm sure
Keep quiet over there. I'm trying to hear the man.
Like I said, last week's appearance of Mr. Fuller was most unexpected by everyone here at Southeastern Wrestling. Let's go back 1 week and see what did happen last week on Southeastern Television Wrestling when we saw the appearance very quickly of Ron Fuller.
Jimmy Golden completely over the internet. Arnold's furious.
In the ring goes Jimmy Golden. Austin Idol follows.
Ooh, Hardy's got him with a right hand and now. Oh, Lord. Here comes the Tennessee stud.
He got Jimmy Golden.
And Austin Idol starts to work on Ron Fuller. Nailing him. Wait a minute. Golden's got something out of his trunk. Oh, he slams Austin
Austin Idol in the back of the head with some kind of object come out of his trunks. Now, the Studs got him. Oh, he caught him flush on the temple with that one, Charlie. We got it. Wait a minute. Here comes Lady Benton from out of the dressing room. Fuller and Golden both cut him off. Idol trying to get back to his feet. He can't do it.
Oh, Benton. Howell drive by 6'9" Ron Fuller.
Austin Idol lacerated on the head. Here comes Jimmy Backlund. And Fuller's cut him off, too. Oh. Backlund, we need to get some kind of assistance. Backlund rose flying out of the ring. Idol is severely lacerated. Oh, my goodness.
Fuller ordered Humongous to come over and take care of this one.
Look at this. He's got him pressed up over his head. Idol, the blood is just streaming down the face of Austin Idol. And now Fuller says, get Idol. Fuller's, how did he get control of Humongous?
I don't know, but he is ordering Humongous around. And here comes the ref.
Thank goodness. We need to get something fixed up. Fuller takes off after Scott Armstrong. Steve goes for Jimmy Golden. Here comes Larry Buck. And Bob Armstrong's got Humongous.
He's trying to hook a sleeper.
Wait a minute. Arn Anderson out from the dressing room. Now Mr. Olympia.
What a mess we have going here.
Scott and Golden have been driven from the ring. Idol is up there.
Right there. That's what I like. I'm going to create. You think that was pandemonium? I'm going to show you champion after champion after champion. I got more plans in mind for everybody. Okay. Now one other thing I'd like to say. This boxing match that's upcoming, as you know, I am the only man in the Southeastern area that has a license as a manager. Is that not right? I am the only manager. I am the greatest manager. When it's over, people will say that not only was Ron Fuller the greatest wrestler that's ever been here, he was the greatest manager, too. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to be both. I'm going to be both before it's over. Austin Idol is going to get knocked out. He will be laying flat of his back just like he was when Jimmy Golden put him to sleep for the Southeastern Championship.
All right. You are the only manager in the Southeastern wrestling area, sure, but I tell you what, you've been talking a lot about Austin Idol. Let's go to another studio and get the comments of Austin Idol.
You know, right now, I guess the big joke is on Austin Idol. At the hands of Ron Fuller and gorgeous Jimmy Golden. Oh, yeah, two big dudes. Two real bad dudes. 2-on-1. Well, it's a fact, Jack. I don't have the Southeastern heavyweight title no more. And you know something? Right now, you see, I don't care about no title. I don't care about no Southeastern title, no Continental title, no World's title. Then you screwed me out of two, Golden. There's one thing I do care about, though, and that is getting my hands on you in any way, any form, or any fashion. Now, all of a sudden, you laid down the rules, and you said, oh, yeah, Austin Idol, he wants a return title shot, and there's only one way he's going to get it. He's got to beat me in a boxing match. Well, it just so happens, Jackson, I would go through any kind of match to get a return shot at you, darling. A boxing match, a karate match, which I know nothing about. I'd jump off the Eiffel Tower. I'd jump off the Empire State Building. I'd crawl across a bed of hot coals, you dig what I'm saying, on my belly to get a return title shot at you. I want you to know one thing, Jack. You call yourself the Golden Boy. You said you're the Golden Gloves knockout specialist. You say you've knocked them all out. Well, let me lay a little something on you, Jack. I can drown a glass of water. I can kill a dead tree. And it just so happens, baby, I can take these two dudes and knock out Muhammad Ali. Now, you got Ron the Stud Fuller in your corner, the only man in the Southeastern area that has legitimately a manager's license. Well, it just so happens I checked with Mr. Bob Geigel, the National Wrestling Alliance president. And I said, Mr. Geigel, now this ain't no wrestling match, you understand? This is a boxing match. And you look all through the world history of boxing, in every boxer's corner, he's got a second. Not a manager, but a second. So it just so happens, see, I went out and got me a second. That's right. So I'm going to have someone sit in my corner And as a matter of fact, I got a little film clip right now that I want everybody to see. Take a good look at this, Golden and Fuller. Take a look and listen to my second.
You know, the newly found gorgeous Jimmy Golden, so-called king of wrestling, may have outsmarted himself this time. You notice on my hand I have a boxing glove here, and he's made a challenge to Austin Idol. After he won the Southeastern title, he said the only way Austin Idol could get a return match was to defeat him in a boxing match. And what they didn't count on is this, that he has the only manager's license in the Southeastern area right now, and the stud has that. The Tennessee stud has that manager's license. But what they're not thinking about is every boxer in the history of professional boxing has had to have a second. Well, you're looking at the second. Bullet Bob Armstrong is going to be the second. And you know, I spent 3 years in this country's Marine Corps. I had 22 fights. I won 20 and only lost 2. And I'm going to show Austin Idol how to punch, how to stomp, how to kick, because I know that's what Jimmy Golden will be doing, the gorgeous one. He'll be doing anything he can besides boxing. But I want to show you, Idol, how to punch hard. I want to teach you how to left hook, how to right cross. And if you look around, you see machinery that I shed a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in. I know about powerlifting, I know about weightlifting, and I know an awful lot about boxing. And Jack and Jaws is the name of the game. And I'll be sitting in your corner, Austin Idol. Don't worry about it. And if that big Tennessee stud jumps in one way or the other, I will knock him into the next area code, and that's my promise to you, Austin Idol. I'll be right there with you. I'll be your second. I don't need a manager's license to be your second.
Can't believe it! I can't believe it! You can't allow that! I'm the only one with a manager's license here, and I'll be the only manager at ringside.
As Idol said, this is not a wrestling match. He is not a manager. Every boxer must have a second and a trainer, and that is Mr. Armstrong, and that's the way.
No, that is not
check with Bob Gaggle.
I'm going to tell you this. This man may be turned loose. I'm not taking any credit. I'm not taking any harm. I'm not taking anybody laying a hand on me or a glove on me. I am going to see to it. He will knock him out, and if I have to use my man Humongous, I'll use him too. That's all we've got to say.
But whether he likes it or not, Bob Armstrong will be the second trainer. Call it what you may. In the corner of the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol, it has Mr. Fuller most disturbed. That's our personality profile for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall, a 20-minute time limit. Now in the ring at a combined total of 450 pounds, Wendell Cooley and Les Freeman. Their opponents, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, 469 pounds, Atlanta's Pat and Randy Rose.
Pat and Randy Rose, Southeastern Tag Team Champions. And action against Les Freeman and Wendell Cooley out of state of Florida. Milton, Florida, to be exact. And certainly great accomplishments by this young athlete. Collar and elbow, center of the ring. Pat Rose starting out against Cooley. Good takedown and riding from behind. Look at this. Cooley comes out. And you have quite a wrestling match going here, Rick.
You can see both these men have had a lot of amateur experience. Pat Rose wrestled in high school. He wrestled in college, as did Wendell Cooley. He wrestled in high school in and around the Milton, Florida area. Did quite well for himself, made districts. The Rose cousins, of course, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, and they put a tremendous amount of pride in those championship belts. I've heard Randy Rose make the boast that he and his cousin Pat wear their belts everywhere they go, no matter whether it's to a restaurant or to a shopping mall. And quite frankly, I believe it. That's just the kind of arrogant, self-centered people that they are. Good shoulder tackle from Wendell Cooley. He's a high leapfrog from Pat Rose, and Cooley's right there for the body slam. What a maneuver from Wendell Cooley. He's really showing a lot of poise in the ring. I tell you, Charlie, this young man is a star of tomorrow. He's really coming into his own. Now a little consultation in the corner from the team of Pat and Randy Rose. Both men now tie up. Balancing now. Wendell Cooley snatching aside. Headlock makes the tag to his partner, Les Freeman. And Rose scrabbling for all he's worth, trying to get out of the corner. He well knows the danger of being trapped in the corner of your opponent, because it's one of the prime maneuvers of the team of Pat and Randy Rose. From behind, Rose sweeps his man down into a cradle position. Got a count at 2 on Les Freeman. Freeman hanging on, senior referee for the National Wrestling Alliance here in the Southeast. Larry Brock keeping a very close watch on the action. Larry, a fine third man in the ring. Rose misses a wild clothesline, and Les Freeman right back in for the hip lock takedown on one half of the Southeastern Tag Team Champions. You can hear Pat Rose now complaining about the pulling of the hair on behalf of Les Freeman. I certainly didn't see it, and I'm sure the referee didn't as well. Now, the tag to Wendell Cooley, and again, Rose trying to scramble out of that corner, and right away heads for his partner to make the tag, and Cooley, not letting anybody take advantage of him, gets right in with the side headlock again. A quick cradling maneuver a second time, a count of 1, and each time Wendell Cooley manages to make it off the mat before he can get the count of 3. Pat Rose extricating himself from that with maybe a little pull of the hair. It certainly looked like that from where we're sitting, Charlie. Both men now tying up. A right hand, and Cooley's having none of it. They're sweeping right hand. Up! Pat Rose missed with the right. Atomic drop by Wendell Cooley, and he heads straight for the corner to get a fresh man in the ring. Wait, look at this, Charlie.
Whoa! Atomic drop by Cooley. And Randy Rose catches it as he comes back in.
Randy Rose is furious. Both men squaring off in boxing-style rules. Of course, must be weighing heavily on the Rose's mind. Their upcoming Tornado Tag Team match with the Rat Patrol. Of course, as all wrestling fans know, Tornado rules means all 4 men in the ring at once. And that promises to be a wild, wild affair, especially with those championships. Oh. Rose was waiting for him for that one, Charlie.
Randy Rose taking Cooley up by the hair into the awaiting knee of Pat Rose.
Now a bit of double teaming. Still before the legal count of 4, Randy Rose. Now Pat Rose, each dropping an elbow as Rose slides out to avoid the disqualification count. And Wendell Cooley now finds himself at the mercy of Pat Rose, and that's a tender mercy indeed, if there's any mercy at all.
Using those ropes to his advantage. Pat Rose and Randy being tagged in now, boot into the midsection of Wendell Cooley.
You know, that's the interesting thing about both of these Roses. Over the years, we've watched Randy Rose, and for the past 6 months, we've watched Pat. Neither one are afraid to use their own body as an offensive battering ram against their opponents. Now, Rose, look at this. A big splash using the ropes. Oh, I can't believe that, Charlie. He pulled him right up.
And it's going to be interesting rules when the team of Pat and Randy Rose clash again against the Rat.
Oh, look at that. A double backdrop. He caught his feet. They almost backdropped him completely out of the ring.
Almost over that top rope. Almost over that top rope went Wendell Cooley. Oh.
And Wendell Cooley now has got to be in a bad way as Pat Rose continues the punishment on the obviously badly injured Wendell Cooley. Now the tag to Randy. And when these guys get somebody in a bad way, they don't hesitate for a minute to use any kind of tactic they can think of to punish their opponent even more.
Oh, going into that inside of the leg of Wendell Cooley.
Still to come, by the way, this hour on Southeastern Wrestling. We'll be talking to the Rat Patrol Incorporated, and we'll be seeing in action. Oh! Pat Rose, an elbow that had to be a good 5 feet in the air down on the inside of the knee of Wendell Cooley. And, of course, be interesting to hear what Olympia has to say about his loser leave versus the mask with Arn Anderson. I'm sure there's a lot of things going on in both Anderson and Olympia's mind about this match, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Olympia later this hour. Randy, wow! Here again, Charlie, they're using themselves as battering rams into the left leg of Wendell Cooley, and if he can get on his feet, I'll be surprised.
Certainly having a hard time at it right now. And Randy Rose just going back to that leg again.
Beckoning him to stand up, daring him to stand up.
Not satisfied. And this, of course, would have to be lesson or a preview for the Rat Patrol Incorporated.
Well, I'll tell you, Charlie. Oh, look at this now. Fighting from somewhere deep inside. Wendell Cooley. Wendell Cooley's scrambling. He's made the tag to Les Freeman. And Freeman comes in firing away at both Rose cousins. Oh, Randy Rose cut him off with a short knee. Now, Pat Rose and Randy Rose. Oh, a double gut wrench onto Les Freeman that stopped him cold in his tracks.
All four men in the ring right now. Cooley trying to fight back, backing Randy Rose into that corner.
And, of course, Wendell Cooley's not a legal man in the ring. Referee Larry Brock forcing him out. And wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no, not this. We saw this maneuver last week, Charlie. Look at this.
Oh, what a power slam. From that second rope.
2, 3, and now Pat Rose vaulting into the ring to slam the Rose down on the supine body of Les Freeman. What, I tell you, Charlie, out of the 4 years I've had the privilege to be on this television program, that has got to be the most devastating maneuver that I have ever seen.
And leave it to Randy Rose to come up with
something like that, really.
He is a double tough competitor. A lot of great action still to come on Southeastern Television Wrestling right now. The Rat Patrol is joining.
Guys, first of all, welcome out and good luck in your match against these guys in the arenas. Now, before we talk about the match, let's talk about a little something special. There's a lot of fans in Pensacola know we had the opportunity, the Rat Patrol and Austin Idol, Porkchop Cash, and myself to play an exhibition softball game against some local disc jockeys. You can tell us a little bit more about that.
That's right. We had a game against the local disc jockeys for a very good friend of ours. We've made him our honorary mascot. His name's Christopher Butters. Very good friend of ours. He's 4 years old and he's suffering from cystic fibrosis. But he's a heck of a little guy, and we've taken him on as our mascot. Now there's 4 members of the Rat Patrol. But anyway, we were able to come ahead of the DJs. We beat them 22-6. Well, so we had a real good anyway.
Charlie and I are both been in radio, so it's kind of mixed feelings. I'll tell you what, though. Now, the scene is Pensacola, Florida. If you guys don't mind, let's watch a little videotape here. A capacity crowd was on hand when the Rat Patrol came down to present Christopher Butters with quite a large amount of proceeds from this charity softball game. Let's go to the Pensacola Auditorium now and see exactly what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, we had a charity softball game in Fish Fry this afternoon, in which the Southeastern wrestlers slaughtered the disc jockeys from WhenItWasCool. We beat them 22-6 with a minimal amount of problem. The thing that was to benefit is this young man right here. His name is Christopher Butters. He has cystic fibrosis. He's a fine young man, a very brave guy. He's kind of become the mascot of the Rat Patrol Incorporated here in the last couple of weeks. And to further explain what's going on here, Charlie.
Well, when we all first got to know Chris, you know, he was a tough little dude, and we all kind of liked him a lot. And now we'd like to, on behalf of Southeastern Wrestling, present you with this. Christopher, that's the proceeds from the game this afternoon when we did slaughter the DJs. And also, you know, we just want to say it's no secret to anybody, I'm sure you too, Chris, that we have lost the tag belts and the junior belt, but we just want to say we're going to get it all back for you, buddy.
These guys, of course, first of all, congratulations for being a part of such a worthy project. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, next week we'll be taking a look at a little bit of the training film. These guys have been in intensive trainings. We've had the cameras there. Hopefully next week, John, we'll get to see a little bit of what you guys are going through for the
That's
tag
right.
fight.
We've been really working hard since we lost those belts, and that's our main goal, is just to work hard and get those belts back.
And congratulations to the Rat Patrol. Best of luck to Chris. We'll be back with more of Southeastern Television Wrestling in just...
Birmingham's oldest local religious telecast, The Living Word, can now be seen each Sunday at 7 a.m. on Channel 21. It has been my privilege for the last 17 years to present simple Bible lessons on basic Bible themes. A popular segment of the program is devoted to answering questions phoned in by our audience. We invite you to join us right here on WTTO this Sunday at 7 a.m.
The Ultimate Adventure. United Sports of America present the Grand National Motor Spectacular. Last night, fantastic. Last chance tonight at the Civic Center. We're going to turn the floor of the Civic Center into a giant mud pit. For the Hot Rod Mud Racing National Championship. Modified and super modified four-wheel drive trucks digging their way out of a 4-foot Mud Bog, plus the Hot Rod Truck Tug of War, the best show truck and show girl competition, Mud Bog Dash for cash, and 2 monster car crushers, Hog Machine and the baddest Chevy Barefoot. The roof of the Civic Center is coming off.
Now, another adventure with Happy Bear at sunrise. Daddy Bear, Little Bear, and Happy Bear awaiting the arrival of the first duck. Listen.
Ooh, I'm so cold, it ain't fit weather for a duck. I know, I'm freezing too, all but my feet. Oh, they're so warm in my survivors.
I can't hardly bear it.
Oh, you can't get away from it. I know, but don't you worry none, neighbor, about the foul weather. Get on down to your favorite Herman dealer now and ask the man to prepare them Herman Survivor waterproof boots. You'll be happy you did. That Survivor's neighbor.
Get Herman Survivor boots at the shoe outlet, Highway 231, Pell City.
This is the time of year when we gather from far and near, and we welcome the season in, and let all the love begin. And the jokes you tell, and the songs you sing, and the sight of your smile still means everything. And I finally get to say, I think of you every day.
Hi, Mama.
Happy holidays, Coors to you.
From the people at Coors.
If you tried and tried again to get alone, at first you can succeed.
Need cash for bill consolidation, home repair, bankruptcy, foreclosure, have credit problems? Stop getting rejected. Call this First American office now and get a loan. No matter what your financial problem is, we've got the cash you need. So call us now. You've got everything to gain.
At first you can succeed.
First American Mortgage Company, 945-1404.
Wednesday night at Boutwell Auditorium. Get ready for one of the wildest nights Birmingham has ever seen. Now, you can start making your telephone reservations. Monday morning, they'll be taking them all the way through Wednesday. Tickets go on sale at Boutwell's box office 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. They'll be on sale all the way through bell time. Plenty of good seats still available. Make your plans to be there early, though. The Rat Patrol Incorporated go for the Southeastern Tag Team titles. All 4 men in the ring at once. A very important junior title match for Scott Armstrong. Now, standing by in Studio B, the new Southeastern Tag Team champions. Here's the words of Pat and Randy Rose.
That's right. They call them the Rat Patrol. They call them the Rat Patrol. They used to call them the Champion Rat Patrol. But they don't call them that no more because whenever the champions go now, we go styling, wherever it may be in Birmingham. Has there ever been a tornado in Birmingham, cuz? Do you remember?
Not that I can recall.
Okay, well, Wednesday night, and I emphasize the word Wednesday night, the tornado is going to wreak havoc. We're the ones that made the tornadoes. Bertha Tornado, Fred Tornado, whatever you call them the Rose Tornado. Because when you get in the ring, you're going to be the ones that are going to be flat in the eye of the tornado. We're going to wear them in the ring, and we're going to wear them through the tornado. We're going to wear them out of the ring, and we're going to wear them wherever we style through Birmingham Wednesday night. Be ready because the Pied Piper is going to lead you right through the tornado all the way.
Wednesday night at Boutwell Auditorium. First, good luck to you, Scott, in your junior title match.
Yeah, you know, Bill Ash is double tough, but Mr. Ash has been doing a lot of running. Well, mister, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be running right after you. And also, I'd like to say one other thing. Just because that little short, plump, fat howdy-doody and that second-rate John Travolta over at Bad Mouth and the Rat Patrol, that don't mean nothing. These boys are in a tornado match. They know what it's all about, and they can get the job done. Tell them about it, JR.
That's exactly right, and we're going to be ready. Tornado match. Me and Steve in the ring at the same time. Boys, we're going to be fighting till the end, and we're going to get those belts back.
Don't miss the excitement of Southeastern Championship Wrestling.
All right, more wrestling to come on Southeastern Television Wrestling right now. Coming out to join us, quite a controversial figure and not a very much a favorite in the Southeastern area, Arn Anderson.
I know you got a little piece of film I want to show here real brief, talking about P-Head, the parched peanut. Roll the film. I know you got it up there somewhere.
All right, let's take it. Look at the videotape. Wait a minute. This is
one of my favorite Saturday nights in history, Charlie. That's enough. That's enough. You can get out of that. Okay. It's all come down to a head. There's a lot of people around here, including these people, say, Anderson, you've been here too long. You hurt too many people. We want you out of here. Okay? I'm going to give you a one-shot chance, P-Head. I want that mask off. Last Saturday night, I came out of the building. They said, Anderson, you lost. What happened? Seems like to me, P-Head was left laying with the top tore out of that mask, bleeding like a stuck pig, dragging him out, and I'll look like I'm the loser, right? I was the winner. I walked out, he crawled out. So I'm going to give you a one-time chance, P-head. If I can't beat you, if you beat me, and I'll sign the contract, I'm out of here. Loser leaves. That'll make a lot of people happy, but if I win, that hood comes off. Once and for all, I'm going to show you why he's got that hood on where I burnt him. He's uglier now than he was then. And if I can't do it now, I got a man right there that's fixing to pull that hood off. If he don't do it, I'm more man than him, and I'll do it tonight. That's a promise, Charlie Platt.
All right, let's go to the ring right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our TV main event. One fall television time remaining. Now in the ring, 235, parts unknown, Mr. X. His opponent now making his way to the ring, 238, Pensacola, Florida's Mr. Olympia.
Mr. Olympia. Going to work on this masked man. I did full body slam by Olympia. Some very harsh comments from Arn Anderson. I think Mr. Olympia heard some of them, and he comes out like a raging bull.
They're definitely ready to settle some issues. Olympia is just, I've hardly ever seen him like this. Now, reversed into the turnbuckle by Mr. X, but X had already been weakened. Look, wait a minute. He's grabbed referee Larry Brock's leg to pull him out of the... And Arn Anderson came out of the dressing room and hit him with something. X now, he's going for the mask of Mr. Olympia.
And Olympia beginning to fire back. Certainly Arn Anderson just adding...
Power slam. That could be it. And now, wait a minute. Wait. Olympia's going for the mask of Mr. X. He's got it. Olympia got the mask off Mr. X and now picks him up. A second power slam.
It's over. The winner of the match is Mr. Olympia, and Olympia unmasking this man is, we try to take a good look at what was happening.
There's a mask. I'm the only masked man that should be here.
Arn Anderson's out from the dressing room screaming, "What happened? What happened?" He's gone to speak to... Now look at this. Arn Anderson stomping his own man that failed, I guess, at his mission, and Anderson is furious. Anderson now uncocks a right hand on the unmasked Mr. X.
And Anderson is furious.
There's going to be some things settled in this one, Charlie.
We'll return with more of Southeastern Wrestling in just a moment.
Are you hungry, Bob?
No, you go ahead. I'll just sit here.
How about some chicken nuggets?
Well,
I'm buying.
Let's go. McDonald's. Church's Fried Chicken is that way.
Are you telling me Church's has nuggets?
Would I lie to you?
Yeah, but if they're Church's, I know they're good.
They're more than good because you can have them more than one way. Regular or spicy for a hot new taste.
New Church's Crispy Nuggets. 2 flavors, 4 sauces, 1,000 times better.
These are great. What would I do without you?
Starve.
If you tried and tried again to get alone, at first you can succeed.
Need cash for bill consolidation, home repair, bankruptcy, foreclosure, have credit problems? Stop getting rejected. Call this First American office now and get a loan. No matter what your financial problem is, we've got the cash you need. So call us now. You've got everything to gain.
At first you can succeed.
First American Mortgage Company, 945-1404.
Hi, I'm Trey Rollins. I'm here at Quick TV and Appliance Rentals to pass along these great savings to you. So why don't you get on the ball and come to Quick TV and Appliance Rentals and see their great selections.
TVs, remote serial components, freezers, washers, dryers, microwaves, video cassette recorders,
refrigerators, and more. Quick TV and Appliance Rental, 1506 2nd Avenue North in Birmingham. Call 328-8736.
I always score big with Quick TV.
The countdown is on. It's the 36-hour pre-holiday marathon now at the Car Stereo Shop. All day Friday, all night Friday night, all the way to 6 p.m. Saturday. Both Car Stereo Shop locations will work round the clock to save you money on the best names in car stereo. Save 50% and more on the system you want. Don't wait. Come right now to either location of the Car Stereo Shop because the countdown is on during the 36-hour pre-holiday marathon.
Car Stereo Shop.
90 days, same as cash.
All right, coming up in the arena, it's going to be 10 rounds of boxing.
First of all, I'd like to say I'm happy to be a member of the Tennessee Stud Stable. You understand what I'm saying? And second, that's it, I like it, don't you? First thing I'm going to say is P-Head, real briefly. A lot of people want me out of here. I'm going to try to lose or leave, brother. I'm going to try to make a lot of people happy. But the thing I'm going to do is I'm taking that hood off and let them see that little bitty P-Head with that grass skirt around the back of it and show them what that burn's all about.
You ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about it. You ain't going nowhere. And as far as Austin Idol's concerned, you can put Bullet Bob, the dummy, in your corner if you want to. We don't like it, but we still going to see to it that you going to get knocked out, Austin Idol. And Bob Armstrong, if you so much as get in my face, I will knock you down and I will step in your mouth. And you can bank on that. Right, Joe Marner? We've had our say.
All right, let's watch this very important word.
Don't miss the excitement of Southeastern Championship Wrestling this Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, Birmingham's Beltwell Auditorium. Special challenge, Ron Fuller and Jason Walker. U.S. Junior title, the Rat Patrol and Bill Ash. Alabama title, No DQ, Porkchop Cash meets the Lord Humongous, managed by Ron Fuller. Southeastern tag titles, Tornado Rules, the Rat Patrol, meet Pat and Randy Rose. Continental title return, Bob Armstrong and Ron Starr. 10 rounds of boxing. Jimmy Golden, seconded by the Tennessee Stud, meets Austin Idol, seconded by Bob Armstrong. Loser leave versus the Mask. It's Mr. Olympia against Arn Anderson, Wednesday night at Beltwell Auditorium.
Taking place in the arena, as you can see, Mr. Olympia.
You know, Charlie Flash, Arn Anderson's always got to stick his 2 cents in. But when we get down to the arena, buddy, you're going to have to do it all by yourself. If you're going to get this mask, you got to beat me and take it off. But I guarantee you one thing, you'll never see this face, Anderson. You're going to be history. You'll be out of here.
All right, and you have made the Tennessee Stud a most upset individual.
You know, so I'm so happy about it, Charlie, because there's an old saying, Jackson, for every hold, there's a counter, and for every manager, there's a counter, and I got my counter right here. Bullet Bob Armstrong going to be sitting in my corner, Jackson. You know, I just talked to the regional manager over at Sears. He said this winter they're going to have a new battery out. They're going to call it the Idol Die Hard. You can pick it up, throw it down, punch it, kick it, stop on it, do anything you want to, but you can't kill it. So come on, Golden. Come on, sucker. Shoot your best shot or don't shoot at all.
A lot to be settled in the arena this week. That's all of our time. Join
us now for a fast-paced competition of professional wrestling, featuring the top stars from the world's largest governing body, the National Wrestling Alliance.